excited to be here with you guys. I had to just jump in here real fast and talk to you guys for a second about what I have going on. I'm so excited about it. I have decided to do more vlogs or more video messages for you guys as opposed to just blogging. I kind of hit a mindset block, which is what I kind of want to talk to you guys about this week, and thankfully an outside source, my wonderful husband, helped me realize what the mindset block was and helped me overachieve it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit today because I think we could all get something out of learning a little bit more about our mindset, and that's where I want to start everything with you guys. So this week, actually for the last couple weeks, I have been learning everything about business, learning everything about how to get things started and what I need to do, and this has been quite the learning curve. There's so much to learn, and as much as I am excited about doing this work, sometimes I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed and stuck. And I know I shouldn't be saying those things because that's exactly what I've been telling you guys, is those are just thoughts, but I've been stuck. And thankfully my husband helped me out and made me realize that that is just a thought in my head and there are other options. And so instead of me saying that I have to figure out blogging, I'm just not good at it yet, I need to figure out my voice, I have to be a better writer, I've decided that maybe this would be a better route for me for the time being, on top of blogging, to help get my work out to you guys. So I wanted to just take a quick second and talk about what mindset is. I had a lot of messages from you guys when I put that question out there of what you guys want to learn a little bit more about. I had a lot of personal messages about mindset and how we can change it. And so first, I just even wanted to tell you guys what mindset is. And basically, it's just a practiced thought in our mind that is an underlying motivation for us. Sometimes we don't even think about it. Sometimes we don't even realize it's there, and it's just automatic. And to be able to change that, it's just like a muscle. We have to realize it's there and to make it stronger. So it is not something that's going to come easy. It is not something that's going to just happen overnight. It takes work, but it does work. So I wanted to give you guys some tips real fast on how you can change your mindset or begin to change your mindset. So one of the first things that you can do is to set up a schedule or a routine. I'm sure you heard the quote, you've heard the quote before, you are what you consistently do. And it is so true. It is something that if you have a habit of waking up and not being prepared for your day, then how does your day look? It's chaotic, it's negative. Otherwise, if you get up in the morning and you have a plan and you have a schedule and you've maybe started off your day with a little bit of personal me time, you are a little bit more centered, a little bit more focused. So for me, my schedule is always changing. It depends on the time of year, it depends on the ages of my kids, depends on what I've got going on. So I'll just give you a snippet of what I tend to do right now to make sure that I am in the perfect mindset. Right now, I get up pretty early and I teach Chinese to some kids on the other side of the world, which is awesome. But I get up super early, so it gives me some time to also exercise, gets my mind focused, gets my body going. And then I also have this amazing journal that I have found about, and I'll let you guys know about it a little bit later too. But Chalene Johnson, if you don't know who she is, go look her up. But she's created this Smart Life Push Journal, and basically she outlines what your major goal is in your life and then how to break it down to bite-sized pieces so that in 90 days you accomplish this huge goal. So I've been using this, and inside of it, as a daily reminder, she puts a place for you to list out what you're grateful for, which I think is awesome, because if you list out and remember what you're grateful for, even just something small every day, then of course you're going to have a better mindset. Can you be negative and grateful at the same time? I don't know, I don't think so. So that's a huge thing that I like to try and do. On top of that, I just list out my daily things that I need to get done, things that I work towards my push goal, but I also list out that I'm going to be doing podcasts in the morning as far as listening to them. Gives me a better mindset, gives me a better motivation for what I want to get done, and you know how that goes if you listen to like a really good talk, a really good speaker, you just feel fired up, and that's what I try and do for myself every single morning. It gives me a better feeling in the morning, makes me have focus, And so I will make sure I listen to a podcast, exercise. I will try and read at least a chapter of a motivational book, which I'm all about these days. And I will also make sure I read my scriptures every morning. So those are just the several things that I like to try and do in the morning to help me get my schedule, my routine going. And then on top of that, I always make sure that I turn on some not peaceful music, but some, I don't know, inspirational music. One thing my mom always did growing up, and all my sisters and brothers can tell you this, she would always put on like Enya or Yanni or Kenny Loggins, and we joke about it, how cheesy sometimes that music can be, but then as I've put it on for my kids, they love it, and it totally sets the mood for the house, and it's been so fun. So even though it might be a little bit cheesy to add in those kind of music, it can do wonders for you. So I encourage you guys to find a routine, set a schedule, and implement it, and see what happens to your mindset every day. Other thing is your environment. This is another one that we hear all the time, but our environment can set us up for failure or success, and it just depends on what you want, and you have to, again, be aware of what you are putting around you. What are you listening to? What is your house like? What are you wearing? So for me, again, when I wake up in the morning, I get ready every day, and I know a lot of my friends will always comment on that, but for me, it puts me in the right mindset. If I am in my, I don't know, bummy clothes all day long, then my motivation isn't there. And I know this isn't for everybody, this is just for me, but it gives me a purposeful mindset to get things done. So I always get ready, I always put makeup on, and I always do my hair. And it's because you don't know what the day is going to bring. You don't know who is going to stop by. And it also gives me the motivation to get other things accomplished. I just feel a little bit better about myself when I get ready. I also am one of those that keeps a clean house. And I do have a system for it, but it's something that makes me feel better. If my house is cluttered and dirty, my mind is the same way, because I'm constantly thinking about, oh, I gotta go do this, or my kitchen needs to be done, or I have 4 loads of laundry that needs to get done. So when I'm trying to get other things done, my mindset is thinking about those other things that are cluttering up my mind. So if I have those things taken care of, if I have my laundry done, if I have a couple things off my plate when it comes to my housework, I have better focus. I can get things done that I need to get done. And there's a system that I do that I will share with you guys a little bit later if you guys want to hear about it, as far as how I get that done on a daily basis. And the other thing is just the way that the things that you listen to, the things that you watch, the things that you partake in on a daily basis. If you're watching the news, your mindset's going to be a little bit more negative. The news tends to focus on the negative of the world. I choose not to watch the news. It's just a personal preference. I know a lot of people are saying, well, you're not aware of what's going on. To me, that's okay. I don't need to know. I'll probably hear it from somebody else if it's that important. But I don't want to fill my mind with negative things like that. I'd rather fill my mind with positive quotes. So my Instagram, for instance, I've gone through so many times. If I go through a post and I find a post that's not making me feel the best about myself, that is not giving me a good feeling about who I am, or I feel like, oh, I'm not doing as good as this person, I will unfollow them. I know that probably is against what some people will say, but I do. I don't need my feed filled with things that are going to make me feel incompetent. So I would urge you guys, go through your feed, go through your Facebook, go through the music that you listen to. If it is something that is not putting you in a positive mood, in a positive mindset, get rid of it. Why do you have it in the first place? No, it's not going to make you aspire to being something better. That's for you to do by yourself. So I would encourage you guys to do that. So those are just a couple hacks or tips, I guess you could say, to beginning to change your mindset. And again, it is a muscle. It is something you'll have to do every day. And it is not something you will be perfect at. And that's okay. That's what we are on this journey for. And that's what I'm hoping to do for you guys, is to help you guys be a little bit more aware of it. Just like my husband was to me this week as I was going through and getting a little bit overwhelmed with my life and overwhelmed with what I'm trying to do with my goals. He was the outside perspective, the outside coach that helped me realize what I was doing to myself, and that's exactly what I hope to do for you guys. I will be beginning to offer some coaching sessions in this next couple weeks. So if you're interested in just getting some, it'll be free for the first little bit, free coaching sessions. just to see what I could possibly do for you, or just help you, give you some insight into what you're thinking about, let me know. I would love, this is what I'm all about. I want to help other people realize their full potential, realize that your life doesn't have to be negative all the time, and that no matter what you have going on, there is a positive light, there is a positive side to it. So I hope this helps you guys out just a little bit. I hope you guys will look forward to my other videos and my other blogs and share it. I hope this message is something that you will resonate with you. I have so many things coming up in my mind. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I'm about some of the things that I've been researching and the content that I've been creating for you guys. So have a fantastic week. Practice this every day. Let me know how it goes for you, and we'll talk a little bit later. Bye. Hey guys, one last thing. If you are wanting to take part in those mini sessions I talked to you about, send me an email at Chantel@findyourbeautifulyou.com, or you can leave me a message on Facebook or on my Instagram and I will get in touch with you. I'm excited about this work and I hope you'll let me be a part of it.